Welcome dear students. In the previous lecture we have studied about the concept of non-inertial frame of reference. Those frame of references which are accelerated, whether they are in a translational accelerated motion or in a rotational accelerated motion or both, are called non-inertial frames of references. In these frame of references, one additional force comes into picture called fictitious force, and we have explained its existence in a translational accelerated motion of the frame, that the existence of some fictitious or pseudo force is there. So continuing the concept of fictitious force to a frame of reference which is in rotational motion. So our today's article is fictitious force in a non-inertial frame which is in rotational motion. Rotational motion is also a accelerated motion. So a frame of reference which is in rotational motion is in acceleration. So pseudo force will be there. So we will try to derive the expression for the pseudo force. So we have two frame of references, X, Y, Z frame, Z axis. So this is my S frame of reference. Suppose we have a particle P here, and position vector of the particle P in S frame is OP vector, and we take OP vector, it is equal to R vector. So it is a position vector of point P in S frame of reference. Now we have another frame S dash whose origin coincides with origin O at t is equal to 0. And it is in rotational motion. So we will rotate the axes of the second coordinate system, say like this. This is the X axis, Y axis, Z axis of the S dash frame which is in rotational motion, and its origin is O dash. The position vector of point P is O dash P, and we assume this is equal to R dash vector. We join O dash and we assume it R naught vector, O dash vector as R naught vector. So according to triangle law of vector addition, in triangle O dash P, same order, opposite order. So OP vector, it is equal to O dash vector plus O dash P vector. So R vector, this is R dash vector, this is R vector. So R vector, it is equal to R naught vector plus R dash vector. So R dash vector, it is equal to R vector minus R naught vector. So we mark this as equation number 1. let coordinates of point P are x, y, z in S frame of reference, x dash, y dash, z dash in S dash frame of reference, and coordinates of point O. Coordinates of point O dash be x naught, y naught, z naught. Then on the basis of this we can write r vector as xi cap, yj cap, zk cap, r dash vector as x dash I cap, y dash j cap, z dash k cap, r naught as x naught I cap, y naught j cap, z naught k cap. So if we substitute these values in this equation, what we get is xi cap, yj cap, zk cap. It is equal to x naught I cap, y naught j cap, z naught k cap plus x dash I dash, here I dash because it is in S dash frame, and I dash, j dash, k dash are the unit vectors in S dash frame. Y dash, j dash, z dash, k dash, k cap dash, because here I cap will be along this axis, this will be the unit vector, and sorry, this is y axis, so this is j cap, and here j dash cap will be along this. So as they are not having the same direction, no doubt they are unit vectors. This is along y axis, this is also along y axis, but it is of S dash frame, they are not having same direction, so we to select new unit vectors with dashes. So differentiate both sides. So after differentiation we will get x dash I cap, x dot I cap, y dot j cap, z dot k cap. It is x naught dot I cap, y naught dot j cap, z naught dot k cap plus, here both are variables, this and this both are variables. So we will write it like this: x dash d I cap dash upon dt plus x dash dot I cap dash, y dash d j cap dash by dt, y dash dot j cap dash, z dash d k cap dash upon dt plus z dash dot k cap dash. So derivative of position is velocity, so it is v vector. It is a velocity of the particle in S frame. This is v naught. It is a velocity of S dash frame, translational velocity with respect to S frame. It is the velocity with which the frame of reference is moving along OO dash. So S dash is doing two kind of motions. It is moving along OO dash because at t is equal to 0 both the axes coincide and it is also rotating. So translational and rotational motions, both kind of motions are there. So out of these 6 terms, if we select these terms, it is v dash, velocity in s dash frame, velocity of the particle p, and we are left with x dash d I cap dash by dt, y dash d j cap dash by dt, z dash d k cap dash upon dt. So we mark this as equation number 2. So now we try to find the values of these terms. This is our next aim. So to find this, we use a very simple relation. In general, V is equal to omega cross R. So V is the velocity, so it can be written as rate of change of position vector. You might have studied this formula in lower classes. So if we replace R vector by I cap dash, so it will be d I cap dash upon dt. It will be omega cross I cap dash. If we replace R vector by j cap dash, so it will be d upon dt of j cap dash, it is omega cross j cap dash. And if we replace R vector by k cap dash, so it is d upon dt of k cap dash, it is omega cross k cap dash. So if we substitute these equations in equation number 2, we will get V is equal to V naught, V dash, X dash, omega cross I cap dash, Y dash, omega cross J cap dash, Z dash, omega cross K cap dash. So constant terms we can take inside. X dash I cap dash, omega cross Y dash J cap dash, omega cross Z dash K cap dash. So take the omega common, cross, inside it will be X dash, Y dash, I cap dash, J cap dash, Z dash, K cap dash. So this term it will become V is equal to V naught plus V dash omega cross R dash vector. We mark this as equation number 4. So now we simplify our problem that if frame of reference S dash is only in rotational motion, not in translational motion, it is only in a rotational motion, then which quantity will be 0? V naught, it will be 0 vector, and R dash cap, it will be R vector. So equation number 4 will be modified as V dash omega cross R. So we can write it like this, d by dt of R vector, it is in S frame, so it is in fixed frame of reference, S frame. It is dr by dt velocity it is in rotating frame. Plus omega cross r. So here we write a general equation. We replace r vector by g vector to correlate the various parameters in S and S dash frame, fixed frame and rotating frame. So this is the general equation. We can apply it to other parameters as well. It is in fixed frame, it is in rotating frame, omega cross g. So we mark this as equation number 5. So if we put g vector is equal to velocity vector, because it is a general equation, it is applicable to other parameters as well. So we apply this to velocity in fixed frame, rotating frame, omega cross v. So here d upon dt of v is the velocity in rotating frame. So here v, value of v we substitute from here. It is v dash plus omega cross r, v dash plus omega cross r plus omega cross again v dash plus omega cross r. So we separate the terms. dv upon dt in fixed frame, it is dv dash upon dt first term, it is in a rotating frame, plus d upon dt of omega cross r, again it is in a rotating frame, plus omega cross v dash plus omega cross r. So now again we rewrite it. It is in fixed frame, dv dash upon dt in a rotating frame, plus differentiate this first term as such, derivative of second, plus derivative of first, second term as such, plus omega cross v dash, omega cross r. So if we write, this is in rotating frame. So if we write this is derivative of velocity, it is acceleration in S frame. It is acceleration in S dash frame plus omega cross derivative of distance with respect to time, it will be velocity. As it is in a rotating frame, so it will be v dash plus omega dot cross r plus omega cross v dash plus omega cross r. So from here a dash, it can be found a vector minus omega dot cross r minus these two terms, they add up to omega cross v dash minus omega cross v. So this is the final expression that we obtained. A relationship between acceleration in S dash frame and acceleration in S frame. So it is a net acceleration. So if we multiply this by m, so we will get m a dash. It will be m a vector minus m omega dot cross r vector minus 2m omega cross v dash minus m omega cross v. So this is the expression for force in S dash frame. So if we apply a force of ma vector in S frame, we get ma dash in S dash frame and additional 3 terms. The first term is called transverse force. The first term is called transverse force. Second additional term is Coriolis force. And third term is centrifugal force. So we have applied only ma vector force, and what we get ma dash, which consists of additional 3 terms, and all these 3 terms, they are called pseudo forces. Transverse force, Coriolis force, centrifugal force, and these are the forces due to the rotational motion of the S dash frame. So we can little simplify this equation by having an assumption that if S dash frame is rotating with constant angular velocity, then omega dot will be 0. Its derivative will be 0. So its derivative is 0, then transverse force component will no longer be there, and that term it will be simplified a little bit. Ma vector minus 2m omega cross v dash minus m omega cross r. And we can write this as effective force in S dash frame. It will be equal to real force in S frame minus Coriolis force minus centrifugal force. You can write plus here because these are vector quantities. So negative sign we can consider for direction. So we write here positive. That effective force consisting of 2 additional components, Coriolis and centrifugal force, if the S dash frame is moving with constant angular velocity, and these 2 terms will be our fictitious forces. So dear students, this completes our today's lecture. So next lecture will be mainly consisting of these 2 additional Coriolis and centrifugal forces concepts related to other physical situations. So keep in touch for next lectures. Thanks a lot for today.